Good morning everyone, good day, happy Wednesday, fairy cross stitch. Okay, so I did make my decision. I already posted video yesterday, I think that was the day before, on my TikTok, my plan for Wednesdays, because it's available now. I finished my deambulate and it looks amazing, gorgeous. And I want to dedicate my Wednesday to my favorite brand that I really love it. I enjoy it. I have some beautiful designs in my whip, and because these designs, most of them are very huge sizes, I want to work on them a little bit more often than I would do in the regular. So if I will put them on a Wednesday and I will do rotation, that will give me more work in progress on all of them. So I have, no, doesn't mean I'm not going to create in any other days. Paint and Fairy could be in a different day as well, but for now I will show you. Okay, so let me put this aside and put my tablet right now here, and I will tell you what I have, just a little reminder to you what I have in my whips already. And that is this beautiful angel. Window reflection a little bit. Love this angel. She is gorgeous, and I started very a little bit in a corner, very confetti heavy. So when I get to the bigger patch of the same color, then we will stitch together with you. So I have to make some progress on my own before I stitch with you. But then another design that I have in my whips, it's beautiful mushrooms. We stitched this design for the month of September, but not, I think we stitched only once, unfortunately. So this time every Wednesday will give us at least, 4 times of stitching on each design, and in the midst of them maybe even a little bit more during the week. So yeah, this is number 2. Then I have another whip. It's illusion, colorful illusion flower bouquet, so gorgeous. And all of them I like to start on my right bottom corner. So yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then I have 2 more designs, which one of them, this one, that is not in the website. I check every single page. It's not in the store. I did mention them before in Paint and Fairy. I sent them a message that some of you were asking for the link up there, and when I check my link, I find out the link is go to 404 page. It's not available. I asked brand to put this, and they promised me to put back into the store, but I think they maybe did not understand what kind of exactly mushrooms I was talking about. And I have a feeling they added wrong design, the one that I have also partial. I have in my collection. I did a review a long time ago. It's a very, very big design. So let's see if we can get back this one. And another design that is not in the store, it's this one, Dreamcatcher. But this particular design I received from store of Dream Stitch. But I did see this before in Paint and Fairy as well, but I did not find this today. And this design have metallic threads, which is beautiful. And to start our party today, I decided that, why not to start this new new Stitch Wednesday. I will call it hashtag Sol with Natalia and hashtag Paint and Fairy. So make sure to use those hashtags and connect with me. I decided to create new start, and this is going to be my new start that we are going to work today on it. I had such a hard time to pick design what I want to start. First I wanted to have I pull out my dream catcher first to stitch, and then I decided no, I need to get something new for today. And then I wanted, maybe should I get those princesses? I have so far Jasmine and Ariel. I have two princesses for now. But then I decided I'm going to wait till I collect all of them. I just don't have right now lots of money to order all of them, so it's going to be slowly progress. But I love my Peony, and I did this review not long ago, in September I think. Gorgeous colors. And we have in here, let's get reminder for ourselves, we have full cross stitch and lots of blends, all the symbols, similar symbols by the block, so it's easy to recognize them later. Okay, here is this page that we need with you. 176 colors, and in solid we have 49 colors, just the regular stitching, and then blends the rest out. I don't know, my friends, why you're afraid of blends. So many of you say that you like lots of designs, but you don't like blends because they have lots of blends. It's same two threads you have to stitch. There's nothing different. You just have to pick from different palette, but I mean it's still same two threads, not big deal, but it's create beautiful shade and transition from one color to the other, which I think blends will make such a more beautiful design after all together. It's lots of colors in here, so let me actually I will need this one maybe for the reference for the colors. Because you know what we are going to do today? We are going to park threads. So here is our colors and needles. So every Wednesday I will come back to you with different design of Painting Fairy. And this is not only going to be my start, no, it's going to be more starts through the stitching journey. At the same time from time, we're going to throw into the whip little those mini tiny designs. I just recently finished cute owl. You can see pictures I posted. Okay, look at that, look at that. Egyptian threads, beautiful colors in here, amazing, amazing. Those plastic palettes that you can reuse it as long as you live. Gonna be in, oh look at this nice pink in here, lots of colors. Okay, and so I'm going to open this ribbon because we're going to dip into them. And now I decided to do this because very often, okay, I'm just going to shake it to get them kind of loose a little bit. Many people already ask me to do parking. I don't know why, because kind of in each of my videos when we do stitching together, I do park, kind of how I do the pin stitch. That's basically my parking I do in every video, but I guess people find maybe it's satisfying will be, so we will try it today. We're going to park and prepare a whole bunch of threads for the stitching. And here is the canvas. This is the corner actually that we are going to start stitch. It's a beautiful, hold on, let me sneak it to the camera. Okay. There, I found camera. Look at the beautiful symbols in here, and that's the corner that I will be starting on. The design is huge, of course, so look at that, which is not as bad. It's almost same design size that I'm beaded peony. It's kind of same. See, it's almost same size, so it's not bad. To do the parking, I will have to I don't have a frame yet, so I'm going to keep it like a holder in my hands, and we will park threads as it is, and I will look in here on the symbols, and I will go into my threads, find the correct color. I will use this book or kind of flip to see the symbols in here if I have to. Yeah, so I think that's what we are going to do. I'm going to pin my magnet in here somewhere to hold my needle. Okay, it's going to be here, and I might will hold on, reposition, because I put my camera is on the window part, so I'm going to lift back my tripod on a table. Hold on, I'm going to do this slowly without breaking nothing, and maybe a little bit zoom. Where is my end of the table? Somewhere in here. Okay, so I'm going to leave a few of this needle probably with the threads. I have 4 needles that came with this design. Let's tuck them into the magnet, not too loose, and I will start from a very corner. Let me check if my cell phone muted. Yeah, cell phone is muted, but if somebody call me, this one gonna be bad, so I will have to do my pause and answer the phone, unfortunately. So let's get started first on here, and you can see there is lots. Okay, you know what, we might can zoom a little bit more close, and I will flip this video later on in my editing program, so you will see this from my point of view. Right now it's like from the window. So purple circle, and we have lots of this, like all these purple symbols. So I started from my very first symbol in the corner. So let me just like run in here to see if I can see circle in here. I don't see in here. I don't see up there. Circle, purple circle. Oh, maybe I will see. Oh, right in here. And that is my blend, which right now I'm looking at upside down. 939 and 823. So 823, I'm gonna go, which, you know what, probably will be easy for me not to go through the canvas. I'm going to pull out this one, and in here I just wanted to point it out that in here the symbol not exactly purple, it's more look like blue, so keep that in mind. Okay, so 823, we're gonna find the first palette. Usually I braid them and like untangle this part and then put freely hanging and braid. Right now, because we just starting, so I'm just going to keep as it is so we don't waste time. And here's the palette that I need right now for our first blend. And I will use not my needles, I'm going to use this pin to pull out my thread, and I will show you, you don't have to worry about your blends. So first one, 823, I go into this part, there's a layering, okay, there's knot on the top, and I pull out, kind of separate them a little bit to get me one thread, you see that? Then I kind of hold it and pull it. Okay, you see how easy that was? Here's one my thread, put this aside and here, and then I need, maybe we need to zoom out a little bit, so I just wanted to show you. And next one, 939 on this side. It's another very dark blue. From this side it's kind of, they did upside down. Yeah, I would definitely will braid them to keep them more organized. There is one on my thread, hold it and pull it. There, our first blend created. Now I'm going to put this aside and grab my threader, little tiny threader we need for this one. I hope you will find it's fun video, I don't know. I have many time requests and I'm just like, we're hesitant to do the whole video just about this because I didn't think that would be fun, but I mean that's what I'm doing all the time to prepare for my stitching. And that is our first blend, which is very similar, I would say. Let me hide the background so we can focus. It's almost kind of hard to separate, but it is one darker, one lighter of the blue color. So those one ends that I put together, I throw them on the bottom. So the one that is not even higher, this is my even edges. Now make sure to hold in here and kind of do this so it's all even. And if you want, you can go from another side. I just need to see where this is, okay? And I can do both way. I can do from here to wave, like if it's a very stiff canvas. If you want to soften up, you can too. Okay, you see? Can you? I don't know if you can see it. Maybe one thread will go through darker. Okay, see? Two of them. I go all the way in here. Then I will go into my corner. And I pull it, and I'm looking in here so I don't pull too far away. Just enough. Like this. And now I can create my first stitch as regular stitching, and I will stitch few in here because there's only two in here and the rest a little bit higher. So I'm going to get this two. I definitely need to figure out frame for this one. Might have to borrow from some different designs. And now I will show you a trick how to make your backing. I had a question on the Instagram lady with Russian language was asking, she don't understand what's the point of making a back of the design pretty if nobody gonna see it after framing. Well, I don't frame my designs, most of them, well, basically I don't frame them, so I will see and the rest of people will see who will see my designs. And also lots of people asking me to show my back of the designs, so it's about what you like to do. If you don't care, you don't have to care about totally. You can make a messy back, and me, it's my satisfaction for myself to make it pretty. Okay, that was a little bit. So now to jump in here to here, you will have stretch of your thread kinda maybe almost less than centimeters. But if you don't want to have this, which is later it's overstitched with different threads, if you don't want it, you can create like one short wave, like through one thread only, to get a little bit more close to the area that you will stitch. Okay, and then here is the blue or purple circle in here. I will do half stitch coming out, and that's it. This is my park threads. The rest of it's like in here whole bunch of this color I have. So because I have 4 needles, I'm just going to put this needle on the magnet as it is, and that's my first parking thread. Now next one in here, it's the blue. Okay, I'm not certain if this is V. Okay, there's another thing, few symbols that you need to be careful about. It's the V or this blue triangle then point down and looks like V when you don't see the top line. So for that reason, I go into my pattern and I find my last page of this corner. Okay, and I keep it. Okay, see a little bit of the corner. Sorry, had to pause my video. My son showed up and Papi was so excited to see him. So anyway, here's my page, and I'm looking on this corner, which we have in here. Very dark corner, so it's not going to be much of the colors in here for now. But if I verify myself, I look in here and that is V symbol. So I was correct, but you need to be careful. Sometimes when you overstitch around symbol, this V or triangle, this kind, can look very similar, because in here on a paper, if we look the triangle, so here is our V on a paper, it's a little bit darker color V, you see number 22, and then triangle in here lighter color, but this one triangle pointing up. Hold on, where is the triangle pointing down? Oh, right in here. Okay, see, and the way the symbol printed, it go almost on the edge of the square and it looks like V. So those ones you need to watch for them. So yeah, usually I keep page if I need to verify some. So it is 779, very dark brown color. So let's find a few of the here is one, and here is 2. Okay, sometimes you have to untangle the other part. See, it's easy to do actually. Okay, just have to stretch it. There, our second color. Now we have to put them together, one and another one, and that's actually a fun project. I like to park my threads, and then when I'm ready to stitch, I don't have to look into the book. It's already done for me. I don't have to look for the symbol, and just stitch, stitch, stitch as long as your heart desire. Okay, hold on tight and go to the bottom, then stretch it. And then if you want to park from the front, let me zoom close to the canvas as much as we can, and then we can park from the front. Oh, hold on, we need a little bit of adjustment down in here, because when I lift, okay, okay, it's from this side. Grab it like this, one of your symbol coming through. My thread still pretty even. Sometimes one go up, one down, so you just grab a thread in here, kind of pull it to make the even, or just snip it with the scissors, not even ends like this, just so it's a little bit sticking out, almost invisible. You see that? And then next to this, where it's coming out, I try to split only like one thread. Sometimes could be two, but I'm trying to one. This way I feel like it's grip a little bit stronger. And we're going to pull it out, keep it nice so it's not tangled. There, slightly tag, not too strong for now, just to make sure I can feel it's strong enough. And then I will create, when I park this way with the pin stitch, I always create full cross stitch to secure correctly this thread. Okay, and then I will do one more in here on the bottom, trying to get from the bottom full coverage. Okie dokie, lift it up a little bit with the needle and half stitch, and I'm done with this one. I'm going to park next to my other needle. Okay, look at us. Look at us. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. Next one symbol, I have a red X, so it's easy for me to just look in here for the red X. First I'm looking for the solid colors, and here it is, 823, and I think that's the one that we were using previously color. Yeah, we did, because now this one is a solid color, the other one was blend, is the same color. So I already have, this is my thread that we were pulling threads from. Now I'm going to pull out two from here, one and two. And what we're going to zoom out. I have to remember that I better zoom out further away, because basically there's nothing really to see very close. It's just a kind of like preparing for the work, so it doesn't have to be see those symbols right now close, right? We just need to park. And usually I park lots till I have kind of like full coverage. When I'm looking at one square, let's say like 9 squares or 6 squares, like in here 6 squares, or get the 9 squares to kind of see what kind of symbols you have in here to cover them for the full coverage, most of them, and go from there. Or you want to do differently, I will show you. Well, easy way, if you have same symbol, lots of them, as you can see this red one, I have lots in here, but also here H in red as well, but visibility is really good in here. So if I see lots of X, you can pull out the whole strand of 6 of them, like the whole thing pull out, and then you split them 2, 2, 2, and then you park one in here, one in here, one a little bit higher, and then whatever thread you stitch, you just continue with next one and connect them together, so that way the thread that you already started pulling threads from could be all pinned already into your canvas in different locations. I do often like that. Well, most of the time that's what I do to make more parking threads. Now next one I will do in here. I have this red X. I can do from front, I can do from back, but let's just do from front. Would be easy from back, I just wave and that's it, but this one, so now I can see that my one of the tail a little bit shorter, so I'm just gonna pull it from this ends to even them up. Try to catch one. Because canvas are so stiff, sometimes needle having a hard time to go through, so for that reason, my friends, I forgot, I have to pull out my protector, because many times needle went in my hand because I forgot to put protector. And when you push on a needle, especially like, you know, first the stitch, it's kind of hard. Okay, now you have in here threads that you already parked, so you have to kind of a little bit separate them so you don't overstitch. Just pull kind of aside a little bit, and then you can start. Okay, this one can go to the side kind of. Where is the hole? It's a little bit not comfortable for me because I'm keeping on a table, so you can see. When I do this kind of canvas hanging off the table, so it's close to me, so I can see what I'm doing. But right now, we want to have a fun together, so I'm going to do more uncomfortable part on my behalf in here. And I think I'm gonna catch this one on the top in here. Yeah, when I always always doing first cross stitch, full cross stitch. Oh, this needle sharp. Hopefully I didn't poke my finger to the blood because I barely can see. Yeah, it's more for you to see. Okay, let's check. Okay. No blood yet. Okay, we survive. If you don't want to keep the, maybe right now it's going to be complicated a little bit, you know what, I'm going to do, actually use just one needle so I can put them away from my canvas. So I'm going to get them off my needles. If I would be stitching, then it would be kind of easy, but right now I don't know what I will stitch. We're just parking right now because this video already going to be long. Okay, so now gather them kind of together, at the same time spread them in here so don't tangle, and kind of nicely put them away from you. Okay, so we have a available in here. So in here, this corner, we already have 3 symbols. Now this blue square, full square, that we don't have too many, but like few in here, there, a little bit in here. So just a little bit in here, square with this kind of like a stripy square. So let's see what it is. We have in here that green stripy, so we have to look for the blue stripy. Okay, here it is, and that blue stripy is another blend. And again, we have the same color in here. See, even H that we have in this sponge, we have a 823 in here. So 823, 823. We need one for this one. One, and then I need 37.99. Okay, not this one. 37. 37.99. Okay, that's dark green. 37.99. See, one in here correctly done is this on the top. On this side, they are on the bottom. So I have to get kind of flip it. So I definitely going to braid them. That way easy to pull out one thread at a time. Okay. I'm not sure if we're going to have a time for any stitches today, or we're just gonna let this as it is video, just a parking. But obviously I will be stitching on it without frame for now. Oh wow, okay, look at that, how much the other color shorter. Look at that, how big difference in the length of the thread. That's not good. Okay, and okay, so you know what, I will go and double check something, because it's a kind of looking like a purple, but I want to see if there is another of this color. So I will go to my blocks now. To my blocks in here. It's all about verification. Okay, so in this block I can see that I have 2 of them with blue, but one is a light blue, one is a dark blue. So for that reason, not to mix up with the color, usually what I do, I look for the symbols of the square and find them on a canvas to see the difference on a color. And I do not see different square yet. If it's a, I see lots of purple. Where is the blue? Okay, I found, and that's a very, very different blue. Okay, right, and here I'm going to show you a little bit. Hold on. Oh, very light blue, so you know you are on the right track, and that's why good to have those blocks in a color for the verification. All right, so we're going to continue park from the front. Okay, that's a way, go this way. With the pin stitch at the same time you're saving lots of thread, because okay, I need to pull one thread to make a tail even. Okay, now it's right, because this is like a minimum waste of the thread. When you weaving on a back, it's like almost a centimeter of thread going to the waist on the back of your canvas. So you choose what you want. When thread new, it attempt to curl up a little bit, so you have to help yourself with the needle. Oh, okay, I think I pulled too hard. Am I going to lose it? Hold on. Let me try. I feel like I pull out. No, it's holding it. So sometimes if this happens when you feel, oh no, it is, I pull out one thread. Hold on. See, one came out. Doesn't work. I'm going to pull it out. If it doesn't go well, I'm going to cut one attached and one I just pulled too hard. So I'm going to redo it. Not a big deal. Okay. Not big deal. It's happened because I'm not comfortable to do this kind of work on camera, but that's okay. We can do from this side. If you don't want this happen to you, flip it and do the other way. There you go. This way for sure, and you don't have to do pin stitch if your fingers sore from the pin stitch when canvas is very stiff. Just do this way. It really will be work good if you soften up canvas a little bit. Okay. We made it. We made it. Okay, so that is how I park my threads. And you know what? Let me bring you close to the edge of this. Or maybe let me actually pause it. I open my canvas a little bit, and you know what? Let's get some stitching done. I pull out my canvas off my table because it's so stiff that literally you don't even need right now any frame. Just kind of hold it with a hand for support a little bit, and I think it's okay to have a little bit stitching done together, so we have some kind of, so it's count. And then I will park more threads this way on my own and come back and show you how many I parked, and then we will have some stitching done. Next time it will be in some kind of frame, so it will be easy for me to do. And I think I might losing my time. I feel like my daughter coming back from school. I saw some car. Yeah, she's parking, so there you go. My recording right now will be done actually. So I'm going to come back to you. This video already will be long. I will come back, show you how much I parked, and if I stitch a little bit more, then I will show you my progress. But on this note, I will say keep stitching and bring with you every Wednesday Painting Fairy design, because I know many of you order, so we will have fun stitching. All right, I have to pause right now because it's going to be very loud in a second. Are you still here? Okay, here's what I have. So altogether I actually park 13 threads. Did not know this, but looks like 13. It's most likely very often for some reason I'm making it 13. And I have one very pretty thread in here actually. Look at the purple, pretty purple in here. Rest of kind of dark brown, dark blue with brown blends with blue and blue. So it's a very dark corner in here. Now my job is to do is from this turn to this. I will make them in here freely loose. That way it will be very easy to pull out thread instead of them being tangled in here. So I'm going to work on these pallets, braid them, and then I will put, I'm not sure yet what kind of container I will use it, but look what's here next to me. Container with my threads. This is so amazing. Painting Fairy also have this box storage. This one came from 1-to-1 stitch, and this next box in here, my project for this month, kind of like a smaller canvases that fit in that box. Okay, so thank you so much. Today I'm excited about this new start. I did few single stitches already done and replace it in here. Well, now I just need a frame so it's comfortable to stitch, and this will be very easy to stitch, this design. Plus it is so beautiful. Have to find a good light. There you go. Amazing, amazing. But this corner is super dark, so before we get to amazing, it's going to be very lots of boring stitches. Well, at least canvas looks beautiful. That's it for today, my friends. I will see you tomorrow.